Yes, it's some nasty people out here who don't clean their house.
Oh.
This home is riddled with flies, maggots, moldy food, and cactus.
Especially in this spiritual community. Because how can you manifest anything with a nasty, filthy house?
But then I'll come online and be like, I'm making thousands of pounds a month, and you're living in a fucking squalor.
As soon as you open the door, instantly it was like trash everywhere on the floor, bro.
I can't stand nobody with no dirty house. Clean the up.
I haven't cleaned her bedroom since October 5th. She's on her period this month, so there's some juices on here.
Ah! Welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get into this.
Day at the warehouse. Go ahead and get stocked up. I try to get enough stock to last me a week's time. And they don't even be tripping in here. They let you get as much as you need. And much I'm gonna take. I ain't gonna lie. Every day doing this job, it's a different journey. You run into so many different people. You see so much. It's crazy. Y'all ever seen that show Hoarders? Man, it's real life. And I got to see it firsthand. I'm talking about piled all the way up to the ceiling, in the cars, in the basement, in the bathroom, in the kitchen. To be honest, the girls y'all be running around here talking about fine, be the nastiest ones.
Ooh.
I'm talking about trifling. I know y'all seen that story with that girl in Pontiac left her kids living in filth for years. What if I told y'all that's regular shit that happen on a day-to-day? They just don't be getting caught. The only reason I know, because they be wanting some Wi-Fi. And I really hate when I come to y'all house and then y'all be trying to clean up. Man, that shit there for months. Don't be trying to whip out that vacuum cleaner now. I'm trying to work. Get your ass about the way. I done already accepted that you nasty. At this point, ain't no point in trying to clean it up. I'm still gonna think you nasty. You might as well leave that shit where it's at. And it's crazy, because I ain't never reported nobody. But sometimes I done thought about it. But then I think about the kids. And sometimes when kids go into the system, they end up in a worse situation than they already in. So I learned to just mind my damn business. If they gonna be nasty, they gonna be nasty. Maybe one day them kids will grow up and tell somebody about it. I don't know. But see me, I try not to disrupt things. Let things flow, you know?
Oh. Ah, filthy.
World Star. That's crazy. I woke up all over World Star. Everybody tagging me and inboxing me. But let's talk about it while y'all sit and watch me run this fiber optic. Yes, it's some nasty people out here who don't clean their house. Yes, some of them is the baddies. They be out with the expensive hair in their head, with the nice clothes. Yes, this is real life. I don't understand why so many people so mad about it. So all kind of people in the comments like, oh my God, why are you filth shaming? That's not professional. Man, listen. Nasty is nasty. And I don't give I'm speaking my mind. It is what it is. Go cry about it. Or go get a vacuum cleaner, a mop, some Lysol and bleach, and clean it up. You know the cable coming, right? You scheduled the appointment, right? You know you want Wi-Fi, right? Clean the up.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to talk about you.
Shame on you.
I might tell you, like, I'm not going to talk about you. But as soon as I leave, talking about your dirty ass. Now, I give grace to the mentally ill, the sick people, and the elderly that don't have no help. But y'all top dollar weave, stiletto, pumps in the club, Don Julio on top of your head ass. I can't mess with no man unless he got his shit together. And the whole time, you can't even sweep. You can't even mop. You won't even load the dishwasher. And instead, when I pull up, you want to blame it on the innocent kids that don't even know how to wash their own ass shit. Shame on you. Then y'all be having the nerves to have a dog. What you need a dog for? You don't need a little dookie around here. It's enough around here. Want to keep dressing these little itty-bitty ass dogs up and putting clothes on them. And the whole time, the house even too dirty for the damn dog. Damn dog trying to get outside and chill.
What he's saying is real. I came across a couple of ladies that look like one of them ones that have the dogs, little petite dogs running around in outfits. Check a look at this.
Man, look at all these roaches, bro. Huh? Want something to drink? Nah, babe, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. It's rat doodle in this mug, too. Got the nerve to offer me something to drink. Matter of fact, let me put my feet up. You sure you don't want nothing to drink? Huh? What you say? You sure you don't want nothing to drink? Baby, I'm good.
That's how it be. You over there and they fine. You want to get some, but their house is trash. You don't even feel like you can put your feet down. I've been in situations like that before. I went over this lady's house and it was like that. She had cats though, and it was cat poop everywhere. And I went to the daughter's room because it was a grown woman, but she had a daughter. That's what I was messing with. I'm in her room and I do what I do. Her room was somewhat decent, but the whole house was trash. I had that cat smell. You know that when you walk in a house, it smells like cat poop. That's how it smelled, like a cat manure yard.
This home is riddled with flies, maggots, moldy food, and caca. A 6-year-old girl and her mother live in this flat.
B. Elton from London became famous for cleaning for free for people who need it. For example, those who suffer from depression.
I was told that the mother had been struggling with her mental health, but thankfully she's now getting the help.
But this apartment shocked even the most persistent viewers.
The family told me they'd been quoted thousands of pounds to do this clean, so I feel very blessed that we were able to offer it to them for free.
Many could not believe it was possible to bring a home to such a state. So even after Elton cleaned the apartment to a shine, one question worried users the most. Some also did not believe the order would last long. Would you try to clean this apartment? Tell us in the comment.
Because if the person has mental issues, when you leave, that mold and things like that, and if they have kids, CPS is very important. I don't know. I would feel inclined to call, seriously. If there's kids living in this is not right. It's not. I would feel away. But shout out to the caveman for not, he's right though, when he said, I'm not going to tell on the situation because the kids will live, you can't live in much worse than that, maggots, but the kids live in a worse situation. And it's true. A lot of kids go through the system and it turns them into criminals, turns them into lowlives. So yeah, it's hard.
Is going to go live with his dad full time. Now, he has been with me primarily since birth. He'll be 11, but for parts of junior high and then his high school life, he's going to go live full time with his dad. That's always been our agreement. We co-parent well, we don't miss events, we split time, you know what I mean? We do really well together, but there comes a point, I think, in a young man's life that a man needs to teach you how to be a man. I am not a man. I'm never going to be a man. I can try to understand man's role in this world, but I'm not a man. So he's going to go live with his dad. I will get him on the weekends. We will kind of reverse roles. And I think that that's the right path because, again, his father is supposed to teach him how to be a man. And his father is a good man. He's a good man. But the level of flack I get from, honestly, predominantly like other moms are like, you're just going to give up your baby? First of all, he's not a baby anymore. And I'm not giving him up. I'm just allowing his father to do what he's supposed to do, which is teach him how to be a man. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you got to get out of the way. Because I'll be honest, I baby my son. And as a mother, I feel like I should be able to do that. Why? Because he has his dad to balance that out. So I'm going to do what I need to do and get out the way so that his father can teach him how to be a man. I don't understand where the feedback comes, where it's like, oh, you're abandoning him. I can't believe you give up your baby to his father. Yeah, no, I don't get it.
She's right though. She's right. You've been a baby. Don't you feel like you've been a baby? Don't you feel like you're giving up to his father? And I'm out of the country, so I can't wait for my son to turn 18 because as soon as he does, I will take it on. What do I mean by that? Because really, he's going into fully being a man. I mean, I speak to him all the time, but I can't wait to. I have done that over the summer. I've showed him certain things, but I can't wait to have total control. Like, you're here now, you're under my care, and really show him how to be a man. Show him what needs to be done so he doesn't come a lazy, good for nothing, don't want to do nothing. It's hard, you know. You have a lot of things in the world on YouTube, on many other platforms to distract you. and he is being distracted by those things, I have to cancel those things out. And it may be taking some things away, but you know what? If it's gonna mold you and shape you, I feel it's best.
Realness. We got a lot of moms also that have fathers that do want to be dads, but they're so vindictive and bitter with the dad that they'd rather their son fail than have the father in the child's life.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. I am dead. I've had conversations with moms where they tell me, I'm like, where the daddy at? I'll make contact with the dad. Dad say, you know, I live in North Carolina or I live in this city, but she never wanted me. They'd have moved on, got kids of their own with their new wife or whatever like that. She never want me to see him. I'm like, mama, send that boy to go stay with his daddy. He don't need the Ace of Boys program. He needs his dad. Send him with his father. What are you doing besides sitting up here complaining about you doing it by yourself? It's like moms have this new thing now where they proud. It's like they have to say, I'm doing it all by myself and I'm trying and I love my child and putting them on Facebook and pretending you was a parent at graduation and they turned out to be some terrible person because you was too proud to keep their father in their life. I've run into that so many times with moms who didn't just send the child to stay with his father. You don't need him. You don't need to be trying to raise him by yourself. Send him with his dad.
Yeah. Sometimes it's best. The ones that do it, they're good for doing that. The child will turn into a man. All right. Children need their fathers. They need discipline. Men, it's just a natural order. Men instill discipline in all beings. Yes. Other men, women, and children. A man is the head. But what's happened is the way society is, people don't stay together. And of course, you know, you have that aspect to where people are confused. And a lot of ladies don't understand the natural order and they fight against it. And it doesn't help out anyone. Everyone needs direction. Even me. If someone else has more skills or something, I'm going to go to them to make sure I have the right instruction to be successful.
I haven't cleaned our bedroom since October 5th. So I think it might be time to clean it because we're getting gnats. And I'm honestly just tired of sleeping next to all this. This is the current state of our bedroom. It's looking a little bit lived in. I honestly didn't even know there was all those gnats on there until I looked. How often do you clean your bedroom? We eat a lot of takeout, can you tell? We do realistic cleaning in this house, honey, so if that's your cup of tea or coffee, then stay a while. Didn't want to throw his controller thing away because there was probably important stuff in there. We've already been through like 10 of those things. If you have a gamer boyfriend, how many controllers has he been through? All right, so I finally got all the trash off. Now it's time to deal with this cup. A few days to put it away. Kaya is on her period this month, so there's some juices on here.
Juices.
Shawty said this is real. This is a realistic cleaning channel. If that's realistic, take me to the fake cleaning, okay? Shawty had a period blood blanket from her dog, just marinating on the floor. Gnats, maggots. Shawty ain't cleaned her room since October.
Lazy.
Y'all disgusting. This why you can't eat at everybody's house, bro. You can't.
Man.
And they got about 50-11 dogs.
50-11.
Cats and shit like animals in their house. White people nasty, bro. And these be the
That's
same
white
folk
people
that get on here and call us savages, animals, things of that nature. They don't wash their ass. They don't clean their house.
My man, he doesn't understand. It's not just white people. All people are nasty. Not, you know what I mean? Not all people. But every nationality has nasty people.
They sleep with their dogs. That's just nasty. That is nasty, trifling, and lazy. That is disgusting. Now I do know it be them folks that be like deep cleaning and doing all that extra in their house for clicks and views, the cleaning toxins. Okay, that might be unrealistic, but leaving takeout bags to the point where you got gnats and maggots that form to eventually turn into gnats in your room, and you slept next to that for months.
Oh, very ew.
You're disgusting.
Yeah.
And what's even worse is if you go to her comments, right?
Because she made a follow-up video talking about let's clear the air because people were saying this is not normal. And then she had a bunch of supporters. I mean, you peeped the color of them. You did. Now, mind you, this chick's name is Tail Wagging Titans because she got like 8, 9, 11 dogs. I appreciate the rawness of your cleaning. Everyone is different. I don't clean every day. Plus, some people who judge half of the time, their house are worse. No, it's not. It's normal in my house. It means you live in your house. Huh. This might not be normal to a lot of people, but this is normal to me. Huh. This is literally my favorite page. We have 5 dogs and stay in a 2-bed, 1-bath house, and me and my husband work 55 hours a week. That means your house shouldn't be dirty.
Yeah.
Like my just ass itch reading and watching just ugh.
He says, but it's reading and watching. That's crazy.
It is so important for you to be clean. All of us to be clean, especially in the spiritual community. Because how can you manifest anything with a nasty, filthy house? Whatever a person's house looks like on the inside is showing a reflection of who they are internally. If you got a nasty ass house, you're dealing with a nasty ass person. The devil, and it ain't other people. Stop blaming other people instead of looking inside yourself so that you can attract those things towards you that you want. It's you that is stopping the opportunities from flowing towards you, not nobody else. How can you expect to prosper from dead energy? The dead energy is the filth that you're living in. And filth attracts unwanted guests, such as spirits. If you know somebody that is a dirty person, you may notice that these people often get sick. Not just sick physically, but also emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. And these people are also sluggish, don't want to do nothing. People that are okay living like this, it does not matter how many times you try to manifest, it's not gonna budge because you're living in filth off of dead energy. It's not always other people that are trying to stop you from greatness. It's yourself.
It is yourself. And a lot of people need to work on themselves and work on cleaning the house. Because really, what we're saying right now, today, in this video, is disgusting. Seriously. Things like that happen to people. Like, you get times where you may leave some clothes laying around, some dishes. That's fine. You come into somebody's house, you see a sink full of dishes. It's decent everywhere else. Maybe some shoes laying around or something, the pillows from on the couch or on the floor. And that's pretty much it. Not too crazy. You may see some stuff laying on top of a shelf somewhere. Like me right over here, I have a bunch of hats on top of a shelf. But they're on the shelf. And I have a sneaker case, a sneaker stand here with a bunch of shoes. But other than that, I have the treadmill here. I have my slippers on a treadmill, but it still looks in shape in the house. You don't go in the bathroom and see a bunch of poop in the toilet and maggots everywhere. It's like you're not doing anything.
You are lazy, faulty, and
you know what? I say to that, do something.
I'm telling you, if you got your own apartment, get cameras now. I seen your goofy ass come through my front, and I seen your slow ass come walk through my mother living room. So I go to the mother office, and I'm like, gee, I just asked you nicely, can you make sure these people contact me before they come into my apartment before I have to take legal action? And then tomorrow, not even 24 hours, I'm right back into my apartment without knocking first. But I caught his ass today. He think he's slick. I caught that nigga coming in my today without knocking. And his ass is grass. Because the first time when he came in my apartment, that nigga walked in on me while I was naked. I ain't have no camera right here in the living room. I only got my Ring camera, so I can only see him when he come to the front door. Oh, bitch, you done up now. Because I already went to the lease office. She told me it was never going to happen again. Oh, no, it happen again. Yeah, all right. I got my motherfucking camera in my house, bitch. And it happened again. Nah, but can y'all really tell me what I could do in the comments? Because I don't want to keep, keep going to the lease office and keep telling them about him coming in my apartment. And he just do it anyway. And then I just, y'all know I just renewed my lease or whatever. So what the I'm gonna do? I can't keep dealing with that. I can't keep dealing with this old man coming in here, bro. So can y'all tell me what I could do in the comments or what actions I could take? Cause
and how CPS came to my house yesterday due to all the phone calls that they had been receiving from TikTok. So the CPS lady told me that they had received multiple phone calls due to the fact that me, a grown-ass woman, have been pocketing my children's birthday money and Christmas money. She's like, do you understand how serious this is? And I'm like, I use the money for groceries to pay bills on myself. Like, what is wrong with that? She's like, so you admit it. You admit that you've been using and keeping your children's money? I'm like, yes, I do. She's like, the nerve of you to not immediately hand over the money to your 6-year-old kid so that they can spend it all on Roblox. I told her, I'm like, they live in my house rent free, so they have to pay up somehow. So she goes on and tells me, so you're making them pay rent? This just keeps getting worse. And I'm like, they have to pay bills. So the lady put me on a strict repayment plan. So I have to pay my children $2 a week until every cent is returned back to them. And apparently I have to pay with interest as well. Who knew that CPS would come to your house for taking your children's birth?
Can somebody, okay, enlighten me as to why TikTok has normalized letting people show their dirty and scruffy houses to millions of people that have kids living in it? Because my For You page is full of it, and full of the whole blame mental health, etc. But then I'll come online and be like, I'm making thousands of pounds a month, and you're living in squalor. What? Like, seriously? Like, you have children, and then other people will cry on that they've got people from social services flagging them, and then come on and cry. Like, you wonder why. You wonder why you're showing your house off to millions of people, and the fact that you've got children living in a house full of on your floor, on the walls, the bedrooms are scruffy, and you wonder why social services are flagging you. I can't with this app sometimes.
I've been inviting people over to your house when that shit dirty. I remember one time, bro, I stopped by this chick house, you know what I'm saying? We had been talking for a little bit or whatever. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to pull up over her crib. She always come to my spot. I'm going to go to her spot this time. So I get over to her crib or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Mind you, I had never been inside her house. I done been inside her car a few times. And it was like moderately dirty, but like every woman car be dirty for real to me. So I really wasn't tripping. Boy, I should have been tripping. Now, mind you, I think she was staying with her mama at the time, right? So like, I ain't going to sit there and put it all on her. So, you know what I'm saying? We can say it's between her and her mama. But regardless, bruh, neither one of them should have had that. As soon as you open the door, instantly it was like trash everywhere on the floor, bruh. And I said, what the I'm looking, I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. But I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I just drove like 30 minutes over here or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I could at least like chill for a little bit, bro. I ain't just gonna like take off. Cause I didn't learn from the past, bruh, like from other experiences, if a woman's house is dirty, then she's going to be dirty. When I say she's dirty, I mean she's dirty. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? All right, whatever, cool, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna go over here and chill for a little bit, whatever, woo woo. So she was like, all right, yeah, come to my room. I said, all right, cool, bro. I get in the room and I'm sitting there and I'm like, looking around, I'm like, wow, wild. As I'm sitting there on the bed, she's like, oh, you don't look like you comfortable. You can get comfortable. I said, I am very comfortable right now. I'm good. I dead ass pulled out my phone. I text my bro. I said, hey, bro, just call me in about 5 minutes and say you need a ride or something. I got to get the out of here. I didn't want to be rude to her. Like, had this been today, I would have just literally got up and been like, you know what I'm saying? I'm out of here. I'm leaving. But back then, I was like, you know, I was a little bit nicer back then. So I was like, yeah, bro, text my phone. He texted my phone about 5 minutes later. He was like, hey, bro, I need a ride. I said, I'm on my way, bro. I'm coming to get you right now, bro. Don't even trip. I never went back over her house after that. Just clean your house before you have somebody come over that month. It was crazy.
I know everybody have a pet peeve, but my biggest pet peeve about people is when they invite you over to their house and their house is dirty and they know their house dirty as hell. Like, we finna get into this. If I even ride by your house and see that your shades are hanging up by the bone, hanging off the bone, and they raggedy and a few blinds is missing, I already know that the inside of your house is dirty as hell. Dirty as like, it's one thing for you to have unfolded clothes laying around and, you know, you might have mail and paper and stuff that you got to clean up. Okay, you got the right to say, excuse my house. Like, you got every right to say that. But if I walk in your house and it stank and you got potato chip bags, crumbs everywhere, dirty dishes in the sink, dirty dishes laying around your house, soda can, juice bottles, basically, like, you just leaving your house a mess after you do something and don't clean it up. You ain't got no right to say excuse my house because you just dirty.
Yeah.
Literally went to a girl's house about a week ago to do her hair, and she asked, could I pull up? Could I meet her at her house? And I said, okay, cool. You know, she was paying me to do her hair, but I wasn't expecting for her house to be dirty. I walked in and, you know, it could have looked better. Her furniture was a little raggedy, but hey, you know, everybody go through their own little certain situation, so I wasn't judging. But when I asked to go to her bathroom, y'all, her bathroom was just dirty as I hate when I go to somebody's bathroom and it's just dirty. The bathtub was
Worst thing.
nasty. It had a ring around the bathtub. You know, like the little corners of the shower where you put like your soap and your shampoo. She had like black stuff under her shampoo bottles. You know, like
Great.
when water get up under your shampoo
Yeah.
bottles and you leave it sitting there for a minute and it get a little grimy.
Mm.
Like, it looked like mold. She had that in there. Her shower curtain was dirty, y'all. The toilet was pissy. She had pee all, you know, like when a man pees and he miss and he pee behind the little seat. She had that all behind her seat. I can just imagine what under the seat looked like. And y'all, I cannot squat. Most women know how to squat over the toilet and pee, y'all. I can't do that because that run down my leg. I literally have to pad the toilet down just to pee. So, y'all, I couldn't squat. I had to pad her toilet down to pee, and I did not want to sit on it. I did not want to sit on it, but I had to do what I had to do. The sink was dirty. She had toothpaste stuff all over the faucet, hair, dirty tissue over the floor, dried pee on the floor, you know, like on the sides of the toilet where those little caps be sitting at, and you know, you got to wipe that. That was just dirty. Black, brown, dirty, boo-boo. It was just dirty. Like, I feel like if you gonna invite me over to your house, make sure you clean your house up first. Because when I'm inviting somebody over to my house, like my parents, or, you know, I got company, I'm gonna make sure my room is clean, even though I know they ain't gonna be in my room, but still, make sure my room is clean, make sure my bathroom is clean, my kitchen will be clean. Like, my mom just always raised us to do chores every weekend. Mop, sweep, vacuum, do the dishes every night. But half of y'all don't even do the dishes every night. Y'all leave the dishes in y'all sink and have rats and roaches crawling through y'all. And then y'all act like y'all don't see roaches. Y'all, like, I don't like that. Like, that's just terrible. If you're gonna invite somebody over to your house, please make sure you clean it up. Because don't invite me over to your house. Because if you invite me over to your house, I ain't coming back. I might just walk in and step the out and turn around and get in my car and drive off. Because I don't want to bring no roaches with me, no feces. I don't want none of that over my clothes. Like, if I come into your house and your house is dirty, I would just politely leave, or have my parent or my sister call me and tell me that something's going on, just so I can leave. I can't stand nobody with no dirty ass house. Clean it up. And if you had the nerve to cook for somebody, a host Thanksgiving and Christmas, and you know your house is dirty as hell,
it's nasty.
You should not be cooking for no damn body.
House up. God damn it.
Is the parents that continue to post their filthy, disgusting home.
We have to stop trying to normalize dirty houses. It's one thing to be depressed, to even have a long day, or to just be lazy. We've all been there, and if you ain't been there, you will be one day. However, you need to stop getting on this app making excuses for folks who literally are just disgusting. This is coming from a person who's lived in a 6-person household almost their whole life. I always hated the clutter. I always hated mess, garbage, dirty refrigerators, clogged sinks, hated it. And what y'all don't understand is that when you are letting your kids live in a house like that, you are preparing them to either A, live like that as they become an adult, or B, have trauma from living through all of that filth.
We agree.